Anthony, our old pal Jay Mohr was cursing like a drunken sailor on TV during the Super Bowl. We got the audio. Yeah, he's on live TV in Florida.
How come I didn't hear about this?
In Jacksonville.
Did they get fined or something? Or
I think it's getting to the point.
Investigated?
So many people are starting to curse on radio and on TV. I think the FCC is, believe it or not, just going,
Do you think the FCC is making announcements like, we figured, fuck it?
Yeah, right.
You know? Oh, they did. Okay.
At first, I think they were concerned, but now it seems like every week there's another person cursing on TV or cursing on the radio, and it's just a curse word.
Yeah. It's very hard for them to find for one curse, is what I hear also. They've tried, and they're trying to, but they don't usually fine anybody for a curse. A lot of people on radio slip. Opie slipped once in Boston. I remember that.
Oh,
the F word.
Oh, yeah.
Did the FCC get a complaint?
No.
But even if they do, if it's not done in a way that, you're presenting it like to be shocking, or they usually don't fine.
Like if it just slips.
Mistake. What are you going to do?
Well, then they replayed it while we were in New Orleans with my whole story about Starfucker by the Rolling Stones.
Right.
The F word went on the air. God, somebody figured it out like 70 times.
Yep.
Because I was too busy talking to a Buffalo Betty, and I turned down the monitor in the studio while this song was playing. I had no idea it was a curse song. Well, anyway, here's Jay Mohr cursing on live TV in Florida.
Well, our friends over there, they partner with the NFL alumni on the Super Bowl Charity Golf Classic, where the players get to dress casual and have fun, and the fans stand around and look for autographs, and they go home with bruises. You guys don't... I like golf. It's the only sport I could actually, beat Dan Marino in. Why? How come every time anyone has their name mentioned, you guys run for the hills? Oh, my God. He told a joke with Dan. You know how Dan likes his juice, how he gets. Who gives a shit? I made a Dan Marino joke. Screw Marino. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You think he gives a shit about my golf joke? You sissies.
Okay. All right. We have no control over what's said there, so our apologies for what is there.
That's when you need the old 7-second delay, Alan, to make sure you don't get those
delay
things.
Button. So, again, our apologies there that has occurred, but that is an event in which those things do happen, apparently.
That's right. But we do have plenty of Super Bowl parties going on all over the place. And First Coast News.
There you have it.
But we do. Let's get out of this as quickly as possible. We apologize that you had to hear the word shit.
That's the best.
Oh, goddamn, I said it. Fuck. Oh, shit.
That's the best part of these anchors. They don't know how to improvise. So when something goes
lose
horribly
it.
wrong like that, they are like,
please don't fire me. I
had
didn't
nothing
do it.
to do with it.
Oh, yeah, because they're afraid now that they'll just clean house. Anyone that was on camera, even around the curse, fired. Get them out.
What did Jay expect? He said, I like golf. It's the only sport I can beat Marino in. What did he expect, a laugh break?
He was
I think he was expecting.
You can hear in his voice he was eating it, and he was starting to feel uncomfortable. And I think when that happens, you start thinking.
You panic a little.
The curses come out.
You panic a little bit, and then you start using different language.
Yeah, because it's just as a comic, your natural instinct is like just to kind of lapse into it.
Yeah, eating it. Oh, that's such an awful way to put it. He's up there eating it.
He wasn't getting huge laughs. I mean, he is a funny guy, but tell it like you hear it, though. He wasn't killing there. No. And you could hear in his voice he was getting a little nerved by that.
You can just talk sometimes. If you're bombing on a show like that or whatever, you just talk, answer a question. It's Super Bowl, who cares?
Yeah.
Just answer it legit.
What was he doing up there? I mean, what was the context of that show?
I don't know.
Apparently some news had gone live to that event.
Was
it just some kind of...
Maybe it was their... It might have been their local pregame or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if Jay, decided to be our friend again,
and call in, or
can't wait for that moment where he decides he's gonna be our friend again, and then maybe we could ask him these questions.
Ask him all the questions we've had for him.
Looks like Jay got a little too big since we got fired.
Oh, you think that's it?
You've only been on for 4 months. I mean,
dude, whatever. I know he listens to replays. Jay, whatever. If you want to call. If you don't, then fine. Stop this teasing where you have your buddies call Ben and, he might be calling Friday. Oh, we can't wait. Today might be the day that you call us, Jay. Who cares?
I don't care.
You either call or you don't. It's been good. It's been a soap opera with Ben and Jay's posse. he might call. Oh, well, he overslept. Well, he was going to call Monday, but he had to go to San Diego. There was always an excuse. It's like, dude, you know what? Don't even bother. Who cares?
Maybe it's like Lewis. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
No, it's not, because it's been a thing that's been going back and forth. Ben will tell you.
What happened? Lewis's scumbag publicist wouldn't pass on the news?
Well, that was legit, yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like Lewis Black to not be a part of the show or call or anything.
Lewis actually put it in perspective. He was like, he goes, who am I that I'm not going on other people's shows? And it's like, true. It's like, why would Lewis do that? So he's not that kind of guy.
The publicist just didn't tell him, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That publicist, and I'm making this for the record, a blanket statement. You are worthless, and you do what you do because you couldn't cut the mustard on the entertainment side.
Yeah.
It's exactly why you do what you do. So you have to shuttle around talented people and speak for them because no one will speak for you because you don't have talent. I hate publicists.
Ooh.
They are lying, spinning sacks of shit.
Well.
Overprotective.
Do you have one?
No. No. For what?
You will never have one?
For what? Hey, here's Jim Norton. Check him out. And I go to some soundbite.
Check him out.
I'm bombing doing a Marino joke.
The other big news here in New York City is Jason Giambi, who said absolutely nothing. There was this huge...
Everyone was waiting.
There was this huge press conference at Yankee Stadium. Giambi, he admitted, I guess, that in testimony or whatever, the investigation that he...
Yeah, grand jury testimony.
That he used steroids. So this was his first press conference since that info came out, so everyone was expecting him to talk about it a little bit.
To fess up and say, yeah, I did these steroids, I'm not on them anymore, going to work through this, going to get through this thing, keep our chin up. And apparently he didn't. He was very evasive, blamed a lot on pending litigation, and didn't really even fess up. Never used the word steroids.
Then why did he even have a press conference?
Because he's really hated in New York now, and I think he figured a little FaceTime will help him out. The best is him getting out of his SUV in front of the press conference and having to smile and sign every autograph and take every picture with the fans because he just knows the second he walks out into the stadium, he's just going to be pelted and booed. So now he's trying to make up for it by being so nice to every single fan. And he's just pulling up to that thing, sees the fans out there, and just goes, oh, I got to smile and wave and sign and take pictures with these mutants.
You wait, though, till he starts, if his first couple at bats he strikes out, grounds out, or pops up, is he going to hear it?
Oh, yeah.
If he's hitting the ball hard, people will be like, all right, well, whatever, he's still a good player. But if he starts, fouling out weekly, he is finished.
Ooh. He's not even going to hit 12 homers this year.
Dude, I never wanted him. Go back on I wanted Nick Johnson.
Yeah.
He's retarded looking with high socks. High on base percentage. Young kid. That's what I wanted.
And someone's going to take out Jose Canseco. This guy is just...
Hey, Jose, keep your mouth shut.
A babbling idiot.
Yeah.
He's got a book out that no one's happy about. He's going to go on the talk show circuit and basically, he's
naming names.
Oh, he's naming names. He said that he once did steroids in a bathroom with Mark McGuire and Jason Giambi.
Yeah.
I read that over the weekend. Oh, yeah. And he's like, everyone knew. And then he's like, then he's saying, when he played for Texas, right?
I believe so.
I was reading over the weekend. I think he played for the Rangers, and that's when George Bush had, some say in the Rangers own part of the team or most of the team, whatever his ownership was, I forget. And basically Jose Canseco goes, oh yeah, the president knew that the guys on the Rangers were doing steroids.
Really?
So then they had to get a comment from George Bush and. Basically saying, I've always been against steroids. Blah, blah, blah.
What else is he going to say?
The government's going to take you out, Jose. Are you insane?
Assassinated.
Did you hear that Canseco blew apparently this guy's mother from Panzerfaust was doing steroids?
So he was the one that blew that up.
So here's Jason Giambi from the press conference yesterday.
The reason I'm here today is, because I'm a man and I made mistakes and... I'm here to, sit in front of you guys and tell you that. But I'm sorry, and I'm going to work as hard as I can to be back to the player that I am. I've been working my butt off this off season, doing 2 workouts a day in the mornings. I've been running, hitting, and throwing. I wish I would have done a lot of things differently. I really do. And as I look back, and
all I can say is I'm sorry.
He's so wrong. I wish I did things differently. And then when he says, I really do, that means he doesn't really do.
That means I really don't, but I'm saying I really do.
Because I got caught.
I want you to think I really do.
Yeah, I got caught.
Yeah.
As soon as you start with that other stuff like I really do, that means you're not sincere whatsoever.
Nope. Can I tell you one thing? Big Kev sounded more sincere on television this morning.
Talking about the drapes?
Yeah.
Exactly. Drapes.
Faggoty display in Central Park. It'd be more masculine if they just hung cocks from the trees in Central Park. And you
I
walk.
thought that's what they were doing.
Yeah, aren't they
I
colored
they're
cocks?
hanging colored and lit up cocks all around the park.
And you have to put your hand behind your back and rollerblade while they bounce off your face and chin for 23 miles. Ugh, Christo, I hope he dies in a boating accident. Faggot with an awful fucking rooster wife.
I hope he gets choked by one of those drapes. Yeah. It's a windy day and he's walking, checking it out, and he gets tangled in one.
Yeah, his wife makes me nauseous. Get on the top of a barn, you cryptic whore.
What do you think of the gates, honey? Oh, awful. Awful cockhead.
The best is the park is just filled with nerds helping to put up this display.
Oh, Big Kevin, his diction. I'm excited.
I don't think after Big Kev's appearance on TV, I don't think he could ever be on our show again, man.
Too geeky.
Too geeky for us.
What it was? Too geeky?
No, we love
How many people are going to rollerblade and maybe injure themselves hitting one of these things?
Not enough.
People rollerblade on those paths, right?
Yeah, no.
I guarantee, because it's New York, it's New York City, I will guarantee you some lawsuit will be brought against the city because of this artwork. Someone's going to rollerblade into it, hit it. Someone's going to say that it gave a criminal some coverage, which then resulted in them being injured or raped or something.
Oh, there'll be graffiti on them.
Well, that's why it's made out of that space-age polymer.
I see what you're saying.
It wipes right off. I'm sure there's a multi-million-dollar cleaning crew that's got to go through every day.
And then the NYPD. We know the NYPD.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of these guys that have to go guard the gates now.
Yeah, a little overtime for them. Cost the city some cake right there. Yeah, enjoy. Enjoy the artwork.
All right, let's go to another clip from Giambi.
Well, I can tell you that, like any situation when the San...
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Brian Cashman, the GM, talking about Giambi.
Well, I can tell you that, like any situation, when the San Francisco Chronicle article came out, we certainly looked at it to see what it meant to us and what the situation meant, but we have not taken any action off of that.
They basically want to get rid of him, but he has a guaranteed contract. That's what that's saying.
You know something? It's a little hard for these teams to start throwing these guys off also. And that is because they all knew what the hell was going on. It's very hard for them to then toss these guys because you get a guy a little disgruntled that he's thrown off the team. I'm sure he'll go run off and say, get me a press conference because I'm going to expose all these sons of bitches knew everything that was going on. I got names, dates, places. They're all in the same boat here. The owners, the players, everyone knew what was. You got to be stupid not to think Mark McGuire wasn't taking something. Giambi, you looked at him. Stop it.
You see pictures of Mark McGuire now?
Yeah,
completely different person.
Of course.
How about
well, he's not working out.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But didn't he get tested all last year and still hit a lot of home runs?
Was he tested last year?
Like all
steroids?
last year?
Why was he being tested when there was no steroid testing?
No, I'm saying wasn't there something like all this past season he obviously couldn't have been taking them for some reason?
Well, I don't know.
For some reason I thought he was under the microscope all last season and still hit a lot. Somebody might know more than me.
There wasn't any testing though. So.
Yeah, Lady Di knows more than you about that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Well, she's a Beatles expert.
Hey. Didn't he do something last year when he was maybe
lights in the park?
Well, I actually asked Lady Di one time which one of the Beatles got shot in front of the Dakota, and she got on the second guess.
Oh, okay. How about that?
So, I mean, if that's not expertise.
Did you see Paul McCartney at the Super Bowl? Didn't Ringo look fat?
You think Brian...
Samoan? No, nothing.
You think Brian Cashman wants to pay Jason Giambi all that money? How much is his contract? It's ridiculous.
This
guy's going to hit 12, 11 homers next year, tops.
Yeah.
If Cashman could, he would have got rid of him and his stupid contract. But he can't.
Well, now they're going
For the reasons Anthony was saying.
Yeah, forget it. All of them knew what was going on. They all knew it was great for the game. It was great for their teams. And now they're going to have to do something about it.
All right.
Surprised.
And now here's Joe Torre.
It's going to be something that's going to be tough for him because I think we're all sensitive to criticism, but he understands that's what's going to be out there.
Yeah, Joe Torre talking about the fans.
Oof,
You know the chant's going to be steroids.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Unless he starts hitting home runs. If he comes out and starts hitting home runs,
that'll shut them right up.
He's not going to be hitting home runs.
But I'm just saying that Michael Jackson can walk out to the plate with a kid dangling off his mule, and if he hits it out of the park, he's a hero.
He's got to get used to a completely different body, than he's used to.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pressure that everyone is going to place on him, forget it. This guy, he's going to be the biggest choke next year for the Yankees.
I think so, too.
Next year,
see.
hell, it's right around the corner now.
Has he ever won a big game, though? Like, every year he's been great, but, I mean, has he ever really done anything in the playoffs? I've never been impressed with Giambi.
No.
No.
All right.
Well, I heard he pulls trains with his wife. I heard